Once Claude understands that full context of the connector that you're trying to build, it can actually generate the code directly into the transformer repo. So it'll generate the Python and JSON configuration files necessary in order to just directly plug into FlexxCore. So it actually completely understands all the methods it needs. It understands the files it needs. So here we're just showing, that exact code that was output from that Claude session. We can actually go in here and directly import the transformer into the FlexxCore runtime environment. What this is going to do is basically create a mirror of, what you generated in the Claude session with, the actual runtime environment. And it gives you an editable, field here, just basically a VS Code editor directly in the browser where, you can do things like save it, directly hot reload. So as you're testing, it's actually reinstantiating the driver in real time. This is just showing, kind of how you formalize, a transformer into an actual device within the system where it's utilizing, the JSON files that get generated to generate some fields that, get filled out when you import. Once you have that set up, you can actually use the FlexxCore API. This is at flexcore.app.local 7081/API. So those endpoints that Claude wrote, we can actually test these. We can look at errors. We can feed that back into our Claude session, from there and, make edits, as errors are occurring. And once all this is said and done, you'll have a fully functional connector. Typically this process takes, less than 1 day, which is, extremely efficient compared to, the weeks that can take to, build connector drivers for various systems. So it definitely speeds up our overall process while we're doing on-site implementation.